Are you the rules guy? That is what it's meant to say on my badge. Great. New Necron Codex, and you know we've had a lot of backlash. People have noticed that when a faction gets a new codex, it's a bit strong. It's an OP mess is what they say. Right. Yeah, I'm glad the guy who wrote the Vote on Codex in 9th edition and everyone who worked on it were lynched and their bodies were put on display at Nottingham train station. Right. And all of their families and everyone in the same year group as them at school. Yeah, that was probably taking it a bit far. Some people don't think it went far enough. I know the bartender at the pub The Rock is still alive, and I'm pretty sure I saw the rules writer guy go there once. Okay, so we have you now, rules writer guy. Hello, yes, I am rules writer guy. I am a guy with a mustache. I grew it for Movember. It also affirms my gender. Gender affirmations are not just for trans people. Well, we want to do something different with the codexes. Make the rules free online? Oh, mother of me, no. What an absurd idea. Something else. You see, it isn't fair on the other players who don't have a codex if the codex factions get new detachments, more ways to play, more options, and also get an OP codex. So we've had to tone it down. More options, less sheer power. We did very well on the Space Marine and the Tyranids. They are hardly OP, but have lots of ways to play, some better than others, but that's okay. Right. So we gotta make up some detachments for the Necrons, but also tone them down. Like this Canoptic Reanimator. It is just absurdly powerful. Not everyone uses it, but it has a 12-inch aura. That's like a 26 diameter, including the base, so let's tone that down to a reasonable level. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, something like 3 inches. Isn't that a bit... It's an okay size. Right, but for an aura? And players will be satisfied with 3 inches. I don't see why not. 3 inches should be enough to satisfy anyone. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I mean, you seem to have the idea behind this. Nerf units, but give more options, just... Isn't that a bit... Okay, let's move on. Let's think about those detachments. Well, boss, Necrons are very slow, so I thought, since this is a game all about movement, how about a detachment that lets them teleport? Oh, see, that's very nice. Reduce some units' power, add more options. And it goes with their new Necron character. But I made the design team give this one some huge glowing balls. I was also going to have it scale with the game size for balance. Factions like Eldari get some of their power because their army rule is in full effect at any game size. Oh. And we also want to sell some monoliths, so put that in there. You want me to put buy a monolith as a rule? Well, no, but basically yes. And don't just limit it to one. Well, I can't make the detachment all about using monoliths. I want to let players still teleport around the board. But most of the stratagems will involve a monolith. Wonderful. This will be the best codex yet. I thought the point was to not make it the best codex ever. Right, yeah. Because there are way more fans of other factions that will get mad at us if the Necrons are great. Better just have the Necron fans mad at us for some rules changes. What else we got? You see, the Destroyers are basically their own subgroup, so I was going to put them and the Flayed ones in their own detachment called the Annihilation Legion, with powers that let them reanimate when they kill enemies. Really amp up that living dead feeling we have going on with all the dangling cables and broken eyes. Nice! I like that the Necrons can be an attacking force. I felt like the main tactic in the Index was just to form some bricks of Lich Guard and then let the enemy run the game to see if they could beat them. Yeah! And this Destroyer Cult detachment should have a really great mix of shooting and close combat offense. Well, but just don't make the Locust Destroyers good. If we want to make some new ones, then we need people to buy them, and they won't if they already have some of those destroyers if they buy them now, so if you could just, you know, make them pointless in their own detachment that's all about destroyers. Yes, please. Yes, that would be perfect. Okay, something about re-rolling charges. That won't help the Locusts. Might still be too strong. Can we make it weaker? How weak? Like Battle Sister weak? So, the same detachment rule, but make it about the enemy units. That sounds perfectly balanced. You only get bonuses to attack the enemy if the enemy is already nearly dead. Alright. Now, what about something to sell our expensive Forge World? Oh, I mean 15 plus units. What are they? Canoptic Tomb Sentinel, Canoptic Tomb Stalker, Canoptic Acanthrites. You want a Canoptic detachment. Did I say that? Well, yes, I do. And make it good. But not too good. That is perfect. I can always give players the option to layer on several buffs. Wait, buffs stack? How did players take down the Necrons before?